What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so we're on Yahoo, Yahoo Entertainment, and they've got this little blog post up. Apparently, T.J. Miller has poked his head up and started doing more press. He had gone away for a while. He was probably, at least in the comedy vein, he was one of the hottest comedy stars out there. He had Silicon Valley on HBO that was created by Mike Judge, the creator of Beavis and Butthead and King of the Hill. And, that show was successful. And then, obviously got Deadpool, the first one. And, he was co-starring with Ryan Reynolds. And that movie did about $700, $800 million. It was a huge hit. Did Deadpool 2. Around the time Deadpool 2 was coming to a completion, the allegations against him, there was something on the subway and some stuff, and I think he got a divorce, and his whole life went into a spin cycle. And from my understanding, because of some of the things that came out, he was still in Deadpool 2 because they had already shot so much stuff with him, but they trimmed down his part significantly. So when you watch Deadpool 2, he's in it, but he's only in a little bit of it. He's not the main focus of the movie. So they kind of Thanos snapped him out of the movie. And then, I saw clips of him. He was still doing shows at comedy clubs, but he was doing like smaller. He was doing like the bigger venues. He wasn't doing arenas, but he was doing like 5,000 seaters. And then I started seeing video clips of people sharing. He was doing like little comedy clubs and stuff. And so, yeah, certain things happen, but this is basically him saying that Ryan Reynolds kind of, when the fame happened, because what I don't disagree with him, when Ryan Reynolds came into Deadpool, he had done a lot of movies that did not do well. But let me actually play this clip.
People get really famous and then things get really weird. And that's what happened from Deadpool 1 to Deadpool 2, was you first had Ryan Reynolds, who everybody knew who he was, but he had never had, he'd had a lot of movies that were failures or just didn't do that well. And so Deadpool was a real long shot for him. And then so Deadpool 2, he was a different person. That's just a different guy. A guy that's become that famous in a movie that is that funny just kind of changes people, And I don't think it really changed me at all, because I didn't give a fuck while they're like, he doesn't appreciate what's going on.
All right, so there it is. But yeah, from my understanding, he's definitely not going to be in Deadpool and Wolverine. And like I said, I understand if you felt like the man switched up on you, or just switched up in general, because as he said, when, they did Deadpool 1, he's coming in as a humble actor. He had a lot of movies that did not do well. Let me see. There's the X-Men Origins Wolverine, which that's where the first time he played Deadpool, and that was horrible. Everybody knows that the Deadpool and X-Men Origins Wolverine was horrible. Smoking Aces. I actually thought that movie was okay, but it's not great. I didn't hate it though. I thought Smoking Aces was just okay. It's not a great movie. I understand why it didn't do well. Blade Trinity. I thought Blade Trinity was going to be great. It was just okay. If you saw Blade 1 and then you saw Blade 2 that Guillermo del Toro directed, Blade 2 was amazing. Blade 2 was so great. So when they came back with Blade Trinity, I was like, oh my God, I went to the theater to see it. And I was just like, what is this? And one of the main things, and I know Wesley Snipes has talked about this, they were trying to, in Blade Trinity, they were trying to get those other two characters. Was it Justin Timberlake's wife, Jessica Biel, and the Kane character that Ryan Reynolds played, Kane or Cade or whatever his name is. Um, they were trying New Line Cinema, Warner Brothers, they were trying to get those characters more shine. So you had less, it's a Blade movie, but it seemed like it was more about these two supporting characters. A lot of black Twitter would be like, oh, so they took the movie from the black man and gave it to the white supporting leads. And that's the narrative I see. And, Wesley Snipes kind of talked about that. He's mentioned that in different interviews as well, that seemed like they felt like he was getting a big head or he was getting too much power because the movie's Blade is making hundreds of millions of dollars. And then the second one makes hundreds of millions of dollars. They do the third one. They like, let's see, can't we build these other two characters up and get rid of Wesley Snipes? And obviously the third one didn't do quite as well. Although there are rumors that Wesley Snipes is going to make an appearance as Blade in Deadpool 3. That is just a rumor. But I saw some very credible blog sites and stuff post the fact, because apparently Ryan Reynolds and Wesley Snipes, when they were filming Blade Trinity, they didn't like each other. Ryan Reynolds likes to ad lib and throw his little quips in there, and Wesley Snipes was getting upset because he was ad libbing a lot and kind of not sticking to the stuff that they had written in the script. And, they're having to shoot 6 or 7 takes, because Ryan Reynolds is like, oh, let's do this. Let's try this. He's trying to do things to make things funny. And I understand that. But at that particular point in his career, he wasn't that big of a star. So apparently that caused him and Wesley Snipes to butt heads. But the things matter of fact, I thought I saw Emergency Awesome did a video about the fact that Wesley Snipes is rumored to appear in Deadpool 3 as well. So I thought I saw that on his channel as well. He's plugged in. He's very credible. They give him the movies before the normal. I mean, he's got millions of YouTube subscribers. So I understand that the movie companies want to, hey, we've got a preview copy. Let's let you see this and let you watch it before everybody. But that's the thing. So, from my understanding, T.J. Miller is definitely not. He played the Weasel or whatever in Deadpool 1 and 2. But like I said, there's a reason they cut his part down significantly. He had shot. Apparently, there's more footage that was shot of him in Deadpool 2 that was never released. And they trimmed his part down significantly in Deadpool 2 because of the allegations or whatever. I don't know. I know Ryan Reynolds is obviously executive producer of Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2. And what was the guy that directed the first Deadpool? I think his name's Tim Story. Him and Ryan, they had some differences of opinions, and Ryan got that guy replaced as the director for Deadpool 2. And obviously, so he's been, and then I know Tim Story went on to do that Terminator Genesis movie or whatever that was so bad. It was so bad. Anyway, but Deadpool 1 is a classic and I loved it. But like I said, TJ Miller, I like TJ. I don't dislike him, but I know, it was weird what happened to his career. He cost himself millions and millions and millions of dollars doing what, like I said, I don't even want to talk about the stuff that was reported, whether it's true or not, or it was just, like I said, Google is your friend, use it and go on a journey. So there you go. But what do you guys think? Do you think TJ Miller should just be like, let me just not talk about Ryan Reynolds at all? Or he worked with the guy on 2 films. He has a right to express the fact that he felt like Ryan switched his whole game up after the first one became so famous. And then obviously the second one did well as well. But get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Like, we want you here. Let's give me a follow here, and follow me on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on X. I'm on Threads. All at Ikari Press. Type in IkariPress.com. It'll take you to my comic book brand, Way of the Gun. I've got the link to that and my Gumroad in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out.